Hey y'all, this is Vic. Hey, welcome to my channel. Hey, I left this out of my last two haul. I got this up in Tullahoma, Tennessee, and the day where you just cram the sacks full for $5. So this was in one of those sacks. Hanson scale, Chicago, USA. Capacity is 100 pounds. Little pull down scale like that. I'm gonna attempt to kind of redo this. This is the whole face here is brass. I gotta figure out how to. This S hook here I don't believe is original. This is. I'm not sure how I get that stretched out there to come off, but or if I can work around it. This one I'm just gonna cut off. So let me do that and see if I can get this thing. See if I can figure out how to get it apart. So hopefully I can. Y'all hang with me. So that one's easy enough. So we can always replace that one. I don't think that was the original one, but I'm pretty sure that one there is. So let's see if we can figure that out. Where's a screwdriver when you need it? Looks like they're, I don't know if this is a pin here, and if it comes through or not. I have no idea. I ain't afraid to hit it. I don't know if that's working. Let me get a smaller punch. It goes out this way. I don't know if this goes out that way at all. That has to come out. Alright, so I just about ruined this thing. I thought this was pinged over, and anyways, this is a whole solid bar. It goes across, it's hooked to this. Spring goes up and hooks into that. You can tell I went ahead and polished the brass. I just couldn't wait on it, and but I don't know how you get it apart. It's almost like it's got to be unfolded and took apart. I've tried everything. I've took this screw all the way out here, and boy, let me tell you, it was a hassle to get it back in because there's a spring it slips on. I got it back on. So I'm gonna soak it in a vapor rust if there's any in the rust on the springs, and I ordered it, and so I'm waiting for it to come in. But I bet y'all are cussing and fussing when I was just beating the fire out of this rascal trying to get that. I swore that was a pin that went through. So I hate I did this because I really wasn't even going to paint it, but looks like we'll be painting it. So anyway, so let me jump to something else. I was driving on the back street over in our neighborhood, and a guy was tearing a deck down. Come to find out, I met the neighbor because I stopped to get the 4x4 post that was on the old deck. So I guess my version of the poor man's flea market. And anyway, so neighbor across the street from him, his name's Mr. Scott. He saw me out there, and he had stopped on the day I tried to sell tools down at the end of the road. And so we met that way. And he said, hey, I got a box of old tools. I got a couple of them. If you'll restore them, you can have them. And I just want these couple. So we may I think we'll just do that for Mr. Scott. So let me show you what he gave me. So I guess it's kind of another tool haul for y'all, but I'm gonna go through them quick. This old brace, I couldn't find a name on it. I hit it with the wire wheel. I don't know if y'all fellas can help me out with the marking. It's got a little knurling going around the top there, wood on the top. I couldn't find a name anywhere on it, but sold a saw handle. This rascal here, I'm not sure what that would have went on. So these are all rusty, and here's a nice little hacksaw handle, and boy, it's rusted up too. So these are going to take a lot of good soaking. Little 6-pound mallet sledge. Look at all the nails in that rascal there. They were working. They didn't have time to fix it right, did they? That's the way it goes when you're out in the field. And then this little plane here. Of course, it looks like it's been welded here, but I hadn't done anything with it. So got that. This looks like a newer jack. Don't look very old. Mechanisms and everything, it's still spinning, so it ain't rusted and locked up. And then here's an older type jack here. You can hear it. It's still spinning, so there might be future projects down the road. Old little, ate up. These things are eaten up with rust. Pair of hole pokers for leather. And I think this is this here helps with sharpening the saw blade, I believe. Ain't never used one, but that was in there. Old hammerhead. And a bit for that. And then these little things would have been cool. I don't know what they would have been used for. I'm hoping y'all do. But look at the knurling that was on the handle there. If that thing wouldn't have been broke, and there's not a piece in here that would go with it, that would be cool, wouldn't it? So anyways, and then I'd already, the pieces that he wants cleaned up, and we'd like to get them back to use is these. And boy, they were rusty. And he don't want them shiny or anything like that. So I've actually soaked these in citric acid and then baptized them in baking soda. And these here, we may reshape the tips on them. And then hopefully you'll give me some information on any of these, and I'll come back and I'll show you what how we ended up with what we did here on these. And then on the scales, I guess I'll go ahead and try to paint those and maybe get a finished product on that. So Mr. Scott, I thank you. The angle that I was wanting here, got it cut off. So not sure I'm gonna be how far I'm gonna be able to go, how deep these are. I mean, we're talking thin. In here we're not gonna be able to do anything. So the actual I'll get it good and cleaned and wire wheeled out as good as I can. I'll do some light sanding in here, and all the pitting and stuff will actually help hold the paint. I plan on painting this or bluing it or something, so that'll actually work out. I'll work on these here next, but that's not too bad, I don't think, do you? And anyways, that's where I'm at right now. So this new phone I've got, it's hard to set up on a stand, so I know y'all missing these action shots. So I'll see, I can get as much as I can. Do a little hand polishing on this one that I took and modified the blade on it and everything. Just getting this Chuck's juice there, or Chuck's paste, whatever you want to call it. Magdad special flits, and then I'll show you right here. Better work to get it if I ain't got too much stuff, but I'll put a little blue in here. Call it what you want. I call it Big Vic's blue. So ended up, you know, we reshaped the tips here, and I blued the blades because I didn't want to take them down. They're so pitted, and this was so pitted that I ended up taking it down. I mean, it still has pits and stuff in it, but it almost gives it that hammered look. And I might should have went down another layer past 400 and maybe got rid of some more scratches, but for the most part, I think it came out all right. I mean, what do y'all think? So, boy, I sure wish I'd kept a before picture, because you would not have believed how much rust was on. I put these in citric acid. Hey, and the good stuff is UPS just dropped off my Evapor rust, so I've got the scale soaking in it. So, but it's probably gonna be in the next video. So that's the little small pair where I modified the tips, and then the big pair, I just blued the whole thing. Took it down real smooth, left all the pits and stuff in it. There's a logo here, if you can help me out with. I want to say it says Sheffield something, and I got a better picture of it before I blued it. I posted on Instagram hoping to get a name, and by the time I edit this, maybe I'll have a name for it and be able to provide that. But anyways, it came out pretty nice. So there they are. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Mr. Scott, I appreciate you. I hope you like them the way that they ended up being, and they all been waxed and everything, or will be waxed, so that hopefully that'll keep from more rust coming back. So anyways, I'm about tired of stumbling over my tongue, and hey, I hope y'all have a good one, and thank y'all all so much.